Guys, in order to succeed, you need to be more kamikaze. Life is not like your mom was saying to you when you were a kid. Oh, if you do this bad thing, you ruin your life. If you quit university, your life is ruined, Paul. If you beat this kid up, you won't get a job. You will never be rich. You will end up working for your bullies. This never happens. And I will give you some examples. All the successful people you've heard of went through lots of controversies and got all these L's. So for example, Trump. Trump was friends with Epstein. So Epstein was that pedo guy, that weird guy that was doing all these crazy stuff. But this didn't stop Trump, this friendship, this shady friendship, didn't stop Trump from becoming the president. Also, Trump was accused throughout the years of lots of crazy stuff. But again, he didn't care. He continued doing what he needed to do, and he became the most powerful person on earth. Moving forward, think of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor had lots of L's throughout the last 10 years. He lost to Khabib after he talked a lot of shit. He got humbled. Even his team got beat up. Khabib's brothers jumped in the cage, humiliated all of Conor's team. Conor got convicted, lost a civil case against a woman that he allegedly abused. Conor got caught with his dick out, sending dick pics to women. Dick pics who his wife also saw. His wife caught him cheating. His wife was receiving lots of messages from other people. So Conor went through lots of embarrassing moments, losses, broke his leg, but he never stopped. He continued being Conor, crazy. Every time you see him, he's the same Conor. He forgets about the losses. Think of John Jones. John Jones was caught after he hit a pregnant woman with the car. John Jones was caught taking steroids lots of times. John Jones was caught with cocaine in his blood. John Jones was doing all these crazy things, but he still continued fighting. He still continued training. Now he makes a lot of money. He's considered the best fighter of all time. He didn't stop when people were saying, oh, you're a bad person, oh, you did this, you did that. Or even think of Tate. Tate was accused by 50 women that he's a human trafficker. He's accused by governments. He was kicked out, even when he started, he was kicked out from Big Brother in 2016, before getting famous. Tate didn't stop. If it was you, if you go to a show and you get kicked out and people say to you, oh, you need to change, blah, blah, you'd change. You'd be pussy. You feel like, oh, I was to this TV show, I was the first one to get kicked out. You would want to change your behavior, be a good person. Because you're conditioned by all the things you heard growing up. You're conditioned by your mom saying, oh, if you take bad grades, you won't make money. If you make fun of a kid in class, you will end up working for him. If you do this, this happens. Life is not like this. Life isn't fair. In life is no karma. If you do a bad thing, bad things happen. It's no karma. Even think of girls. See these girls, they're whores since they're teenagers until they're 28, and then they find a husband and everything is perfect. You wouldn't expect this. It's not normal, it's not logical, it's not your mom's propaganda. So your mom and the teachers in school say, oh, you need to be very careful, you need to learn good in school, get job, don't bother nobody, don't post nothing controversial because then it's bad. And then you look at the real world. Look at most of Dan Bilzerian's girls that he was doing orgies with. Remember, it's a girl, Andrea, this Romanian girl. She's hanging out with Dan, doing all these crazy parties. When Dan was posting on Instagram and he was a playboy. Guess what? Now this Andrea girl is married, happy, 2 or 3 kids with an athlete that's 195 centimeters. So she did all this bullshit, appears in photos in her 20s, doing shady shit with Dan Bilzerian, but life rewarded her still with a husband that's tall, successful, they have kids. So what your mom says, what society says, that you have to be a good boy to succeed, isn't applicable because real life contradicts everything with all these examples. You would think, oh, if you do bad things happen. Look at Young Thug. Young Thug was wearing dresses, looking kind of gay, was plotting murders, doing all this crazy shit. He went to prison, went out, launched songs, doesn't give a fuck. Nobody says nothing. So all these things that happen to you, you tend to overestimate the potential consequences. Think of Didi. So Didi did all this crazy shit. If you study his life, I remember watching an interview with his bodyguard. So he was saying that Didi and Jennifer Lopez had a relationship, and Didi was crazy, and they were both in the club, Didi and Jennifer Lopez, and Didi started shooting at people in the club. Got annoyed that somebody talked to Jennifer Lopez and something like this. Didi started shooting. He was still free, bribed some people, nothing happened. Imagine this mindset that McGregor, Didi, Trump, all these people have compared to your friends. Your friends are the type of people, trust me, this for 99% of people watching this, I'm sure you live through something like this. You do some bullshit with your friends, you're caught doing something, and you get some little fine. What your friends do? They abandon you, they don't want to be friends with you, they complain, oh, we shouldn't do this, and they start going to the matrix funnel. Finish school, job, have a girlfriend, never do nothing bad. This type of mindset of being pussy will never make you a successful millionaire, will never get you lots of chicks, will never get you followers, will never get you to the point where you feel high of life. If you're a pussy, you'll never be the type of person who sits at the table and overwhelms everyone with crazy stories and makes everyone feel tired and makes everyone envy him and makes everyone hate him and has lots of people looking up to him. He will never be. He'll be a pussy. Because you overestimate what might happen if you're a little bit different. When you're a kid, you have all these dreams. You say, yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Don't give a fuck. You have all these bold predictions. And I've seen this many people. But soon as shit hits the fan, then you see a person's true character. You see all these people who make some silly mistake and they get arrested. They all cover their face when the paparazzi is there. They don't want to associate with this. They're scared. It's not a good mentality. When I got arrested, you can see the footage. I was just walking straight, didn't cover my face. In my mind, I understood, okay, it's a moment. I will beat the case because I'm innocent. Shouldn't overestimate it. I was there, did my time in jail. Now, everything is alright. So, if you don't manage the situations that happen to you correctly, you will never make it. You have to understand that the world today functions based on the trends that the American empire set. So, everything that happens in America happens or will happen in your country, no matter where you are. So America sets the trends. What's the trend in America? In America, they like people with redemption stories. So in today's world, dominated by the American ideology, you can do the most horrific stuff. Like, I'm sure that if somebody like murders some granny or does some bullshit like this, in 10 years, he will be at some podcast invited and he will say, yeah, I'm sorry, it happened. Like, we live in a crazy world. Look at those people who killed Pop Smoke. It's a guy who killed Pop Smoke. He went to jail for like 2-3 years. And then he was told this podcast, he was happy, he was getting clout, he had like all these chains, all this bullshit. Killed a person, and then he was invited to podcast and had all this clout and he was bragging, yeah, I'm a killer, guess what? This is the world we live in. And you're a pussy and because your mom said something. Cannot succeed this way. You will never succeed. And the reason you're pussy is that every loss you get hurts a lot. And I will explain to you why it hurts. It hurts because you don't get enough accomplishments and wins on the side in order for the losses to feel normal. So I'll give you another example with a famous person. 50 Cent. So 50 Cent had this baby mama called Daphne. Daphne is a hot chick, they had a kid together, and Daphne did this to him. Broke up with him and then started a relationship with Didi. Didi, as we all know, is a crazy person, all these fetishes and all this crazy shit. Imagine the mother of your child doing this to you, being with some rival of yours that you beef with, a person from your own industry. Most of you guys would take your life, take the rope. This happened to you. If your girlfriend started dating your hater, it would be very painful for most of you guys. For 50 Cent, it wasn't. Why? Because 50 Cent stacked so many other wins that made this L seem like nothing. Created Power, that TV series. Created movies, has all these business ventures, goes on tour throughout the world, has these crazy catalogs of songs. The reason it doesn't hurt him is because he has all these wins that keep him sane, that keep him happy. So in order for you to be more kamikaze, you need to have lots of things going on. You need to stop being pussy, have more things going on, and no matter what happens to you, you'll stop overestimating it. Because you'll be living life in a fast pace. You don't give a fuck. This is the only solution to be successful, to be more kamikaze. Guys, click the link below, subscribe to my Telegram channel, and also, if you want to start an online business, you should definitely start a webcam agency. Have the link below, the second link. Go there, watch the video, and you'll learn everything you need to know about the webcam business.